Hi guys, so thank you for joining me or myself once again. Um, Today I was supposed to have a conversation with my friend, but we've actually pushed it back to tomorrow or down to tomorrow. And I just wanted to talk about something that a comment that a lady left on my page about she said she was inspired by my story and she wants me to tell her more or everyone more on how you can use being rejected or going through a negative phase of your life to propel yourself to greatness, to good deeds, to doing something great. First of all, what I'm gonna say is how do you take something that should have been a downfall? How do you take a negative and turn it into a positive? For me as a Christian, I believe that the only way you do that is number one, by having God on your side. I don't think you can go through a bad phase of life or a negative area or you go through a difficult part of your life, whether it's a divorce, a breakup, in my case being expelled from the university. Not just being expelled, but like I said, I had an interview with Punch newspaper, which came out today, the 6th of November. I would encourage you to read the interview. It's a very inspiring interview. It's a very from the feedback I received, people were really happy with the interview and what I said and the questions they got asked as well. Very extensive interview as well. And what I'm gonna say is, it takes only God to bring you up from that place. When I was arrested, when I was expelled from the university, it took me to a place where, like I said in the interview, it took me to dark places. It took me to places that I never knew that I would survive. And it was only God that brought me from that place to where I am today. And I'm not saying where I am today is an excellent place. Of course, I still have my struggles. You still have your struggles as well. However, I believe that it takes a supernatural power to take you from a place of doom, a place of destruction, a place of negativity, a place of depression, a place of anxiety, a place of neglect, a place of anything bad or anything evil. Really, it really takes God to lift you up from that place and take you to a place that is better. And so, for me, the first answer to that question is number one, God. Number two, I also think you have to take responsibility as well. So I remember, like I said in the interview, in UK you have foundation year one, year two, year three. So for someone like me coming from Nigeria, I got expelled from Unizik in my penultimate year. So when I got expelled from the university, because I had no transcripts, I wasn't given a transcript legally, and there was no transcript that was issued to me. I still haven't received my letter of expulsion telling me the reasons why I was expelled. I had to go and start afresh again. I had to go and begin from foundation year, like a pre-university course, literally. More of like an English language. They teach you how to write essays, which was good, which was perfect. Then you have your year one, you have your year two, and then you have your final year. So 4 years really. But like I said, I took responsibility in the sense that I didn't take my studies seriously till my year two. So in the UK, your foundation year and your year one does not count towards your final degree. So in my foundation year and in my year one, I was still struggling with how do you write a good essay, for example. In Nigeria, you don't get taught how to write an essay. No one teaches you that in Nigeria. All they want you to do in Nigeria is to, everything the lecturer told you, bring it back and tell it the same way he told you to say it. You can't critique, you can't analyze, you can't tell the lecturer what you yourself think. But in the UK, it's a different system. The lecturer or the teacher wants to know, what do you think about this theory? What do you think about liberalism? What do you think about conservatism? What do you think about political economy? What do you think about, for example, lex mercatoria? What do you think about so many different ideas? The lecturer is keen to understand from you and get your ideas about these issues. But in Nigeria, it's a different case altogether. So I struggled. I went through this period of 2 years when I was trying to find my feet I was still coming from that phase of I just got expelled from the university. I was just about to graduate. Like I said, I was in my penultimate year, my third year in Unizik, but thank God, God kind of brought me out from that mental blackout, where for the first few months I was still mentally, in a very bad place as well. To a place where I felt in my year two, I was like, you know what, I've got to hit the ground rolling now, and I've got to take this seriously. All the monies, all the school fees that is being paid cannot be in vain. I literally told myself that after all the school fees that has been paid for 4 years, I've been in this university, I cannot not finish with a first class. I remember telling myself that I have to finish with not just a good result. I have to finish with an excellent result. So I focused on, my essay writing. I had to begin to use articles, read a lot of books. Because in the UK, what they want from you is they want you to show that you've done a lot of research. So while writing your essay, for example, you have to say A said this, but B said this. You have to be very analytical, not just what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Not they don't want it to be to be descriptive. They want it to be analytical. They don't want it to say A said this and just like that. They want you to say A said this. However, B said this as well. C said this as well. That's what they want to be seen in your essay writing or in your research work. So I worked on that part of my research, my analysis and my research. I worked on being analytical, and that's why whenever you watch my videos and whenever you see what we do, I like to hear both sides of the story. Whether you're talking about IPOB, whether you're talking about Biafra, whether you're talking about Nigeria or how you want Nigeria to move forward, I like to listen to what does A have to say, what does B have to say, and then I kind of, okay, how do we now bring these two ideas together into one? So basically I think that would be my answer. You have to trust in the higher power above to help you out, which I did, to bring me out from that place where I was to where in my academic studies or in my when it comes to having certificates to where I am now. Number two is obviously hard work. So I hope you took something away from this video, and I hope it inspires someone out there. Thank you for listening.